We are back on Project Quarm. Basically where I want to live my life at this point, you know. I don't really want to play anywhere else or be anywhere else. I just want to play here. I have spent so much time on this server. It's getting to be a little bit crazy, in my opinion. A little bit crazy. But, you know, I'm thinking tonight, um, we should get to this because there's no raid tonight. It's Friday. We don't raid on Friday. So I'm trying to think of some things to do. Maybe get some XP. It's Friday night and the weekend though, so Maiden's Eye is gonna be absolutely friggin' packed. I just want to double check my voice. Yeah. Just want to double check my audio is actually working. I think I figured out the resolution stuff this time. So I'm gonna hit up the LFG channel, which I think is channel 2. List channel. Oh my god, it's so long. Yeah, that's the LFG channel. So I'm gonna just say I'm LFG, and then I'm gonna go head over to Maiden's Eye, see if anyone's actually over there, because we can solo for a bit there. It would be. Oh, I got a group already for SSRA Mines. All right, I'm gonna head over to the mine. So this is in SSRA. How the hell do I get there again? I think I gotta go. Gotta run all the way up north. I always get a little distracted. I'm trying to remember how the heck to get through this stuff, man. It's confusing to me. I don't know how people have remembered, but I guess most of the people who are playing this game have played it a lot and they know where they're going and what they're doing, right? I believe I am going through Netherbian Lair, and then I'm going over to Maru Saru, and then from there I'm going to the Scarlet Desert and the Gray, yada yada yada. So we're just gonna be running for a bit. I've always really every time I come through here, I kind of really like the Netherbian layer, which is where we are now. This is on Luclin, however you want to say the expansion name. This kind of reminds me of like old school like dwarves and stuff, right? Like these giant tunnels. Although I guess like the you know old school dwarven tunnels would be probably 5, 6, 10 times the size of this. But it's pretty cool. And in here, actually, I don't know if this part has it. Yeah, on the right up here, there's these little side channels that go down in there, and there's like monsters in there and stuff. It's a pretty cool little zone. I feel like I feel like the people who design zones for all MMOs should be appreciated because it's the effort to go through this and come up with this stuff. I mean, pretty cool. Or rather, pretty difficult. Uh-oh. I was not in Viz. Everybody's upset with me. It's okay. That's okay. We'll make our way over here. I'm almost positive this is the way I gotta go. If it's not the way I gotta go, then I'm really sorry to my group because, we really fucked her up. We really fucked it up then, you know? But this feels right. This feels right. I usually have to look up a map because I don't know what I'm doing. So the mines is in the bottom of SSRA, or the full name is like, I don't know how to say it, Saraza Temple or something like that. And down there, there's these mines, these literal mines with like mine carts and everything. There's these undead, and it's a popular XP spot because necromancers and enchanters charm, and then the charm pets kind of just blow everything up. So you get pretty fast XP as long as the group can, pull quickly. All right, let's do J boots. J boots. Boop. I probably should have dead men floating on, but I don't. I'm gonna do that. So we gotta go through the gray anyways, but I can make it through the gray without, like, you know, dying. Because it's right there. All you gotta do is get to the temple. I guess I never... How loud is the audio? I might turn up the audio just a little bit. If I can remember where it is. Here? Turn it up just a smidge. Let's put dead men floating up. Ow! What's hitting me? Stone grabber. Rude. Rude, very rude. All these things. They're asking if I was coming. Man, I was in the bazaar. These people are impatient. Not... God, haven't even ran there. Are you coming? Are you sure you're coming? Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I can't just teleport there. Although I guess I was spending some time jammering on and not really paying attention to where I was going or what I was doing. So the gray, I think I talked about this the last time I came to the gray, but the gray is kind of a fun zone because the gray is an airless zone. It's an underwater zone, air quotes, except you're not underwater. There's no air. Dead man floating prevents... Let me put on invis because the things here are higher level. So I'll die by the time I get in there. So the things here, there's some undead guys I gotta worry about, and then when we get inside, we gotta head down the toilet. Yeah, down the toilet through the archway, on our way to the mines. There's some undead I think up on the right I gotta watch out for. Hopefully, no one has trained the entrance because sometimes I run over here and there's about half a bajillion mobs sitting out front and you can't even get inside before you get kind of blown up. There's a skeleton. Yeah, these guys. Usually there's like... It's the skeletons that throw everything off. Because as soon as the skeletons get in here, you can't invis through. Because most people just invis, right? You can't... Oh, gosh. Okay. I am invisible currently, so let's just run through here. I believe the map is not helpful here, but I believe I come up here, go to the left, then I go to the right. Here, I've never had these things see invis, so I'm never really worried about it too much. Go through this door, to the right, not the left. Hang another right, and then there's the toilet. So we go down the toilet. And all the way at the bottom of the toilet, we eventually... Looking for an opening. And I believe it's to the right, over here. Then there's a cart. Yeah, this is the mines right here. So this is the entrance to mines. Now, I've got init invis somewhere. There we go. I've got the AA for it. Jira. There he is. Oh, hey. Kumba. Kumba is in my guild. I have, I don't think he raids every night, but he raids sometimes. We just put out our buffs here. Get out Lich. I don't know if they want me to slow. Whoops. I guess I talked in the wrong channel. Whoopsie doopsie. Hello. There we go. I talked in the freaking general chat or something. God. I want the Zephyr's thought. There we go. Okay. Store skeleton, I believe, is what I'm after. These are kind of annoying because they summon. These are like very, very annoying mobs. And I usually end up dying. Oh, there we go. Let me get this guy. A skeleton. Okay, let me give him... Oh, I do have weapons. God, do I? Are these actually weapons? Man, I almost forgot about the freaking weapons. I think he can just wield both of these. Sometimes these spears you gotta worry about a little bit. Let's get some weapons. Yeah, let's get some weapons. Okay. Alright. Okay, he is, I believe, rooted. And just like when we were charming in SSRI, wow, is our buff thing full? Holy crap. I'm slow. I think I can cure slow as well. Cure disease. Counteract disease is what it is. Yeah. I think he's still rooted. My boy's rooted. Oop. He's free. All right. Got to bring pet weapons, he says. Only had the one set Ah, poor guy. I think the pet does significantly less damage if he does not have pet weapons. I'm not exactly sure how much less, but I think it's a pretty decent amount. Why is my pet not attack him? What's going on here? Oh, is this a bard? This bard is like mezzing it over and over. It's kind of annoying. Each time he mezzes it, I can't send my pet in. So generally with the mines groups, you're looking for 300 plus XP an hour for AA. This is technically a mines group, but we're in the front. And the front groups I have always been a part of are not that good. The XP is much slower. Also, this group seems to be pretty slow. I'm not sure why it's so slow. Maybe they're under geared. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not really that worried about it. Because, you know, sometimes all that work and effort to pull all those mobs all the time, it can be a lot. And sometimes I just want to sit and, you know, just sit and vibe. And this is a nice little vibe XP spot, that's for sure. It's definitely slower. But at some point you gotta group with lower level player or lower geared players, right? Like they gotta get AA somehow. His pet is not attacking, though that doesn't help if his pet doesn't attack. That's for sure. He could send his pet in. Okay, now his pet's in. As I say, the boy could send his pet in. If he's not gonna send his pet in, you know. What are we doing? What are we doing? What do we pull? We have nothing in camp. So this is pretty slow. This is pretty slow XP. Okay. Doubted that one. Kill that one. The target has no mana to affect. Alright. Well, we are mind racking the one over there. Mind rack is nice. It gives mana to the whole group. And I can cast it on something that's mezzed. So I don't have to be necessarily all that worried about it, you know? I wonder if they want me to slow. Do they want me to slow? Is this enchanter slowing? I mean, that looks like a... That's a shaman. Is he slowing, was the question. I have no idea. No one's really taking a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, there's so many mobs. There are so many mobs. Which one are we killing? I have no idea. I'm going to fight the one that Kumba is on, which is this one here. I feel like I can't go wrong if I follow Kumba. I'm going to assist Kumba. Because I don't really trust anyone else. So one of the things to note about these skeletons up here, and what's going to happen to me, is they summon. So when this pet breaks, he's going to summon me on top of him, and then proceed to whoop my ass. Now I'm currently raid buffed, so over 4,000 health. Hopefully that's enough to save me, but sometimes I get stunned. Sometimes I get stunned, and there's not much I can do about that. But for the most part, generally, I don't have... I've got a lot more good... I haven't been in the mines group in a while, so this is kind of an interesting theory. I don't have the ancient nuke, which is a bummer. Yeah, I don't have the ancient nuke. I do have Conglation, which I could probably use that. If I had the ancient nuke, honestly, I should probably use Touch of Night, because it's going to hit harder. The problem is Touch of Night, I think, is like 400 plus mana. Yeah, 400 mana. Whereas Conglation is only 200. But I'm not going to have the mana to throw it every mob. Whereas like with this, I'm going to have the mana. With Conglation, I would have the mana to throw it. But sometimes the cooldown gets annoying. So I'm going to try to keep our pet charmed. We're going to try to keep Mind Rack up, maybe keep Zephyr's up. I might not keep it up because this group seems to be doing just fine. And then we're also going to try to nuke each mob because we want to try to be, quote unquote, useful, right? Yeah, I think we can do just fine at the moment. Because this bard has got the regen going. I think we can maintain our health. Or health. Not health. Mana. I think we can maintain. I still have this debuff. So I'm, what, minus 20 hit points every 6 seconds or something? I didn't even know I had that on me. That was from that raid. The last time I was online, I was doing some raid in the deep. The deep, I think? I don't know. Put that debuff on me and I just forgot to ask for this as well. Ow! Get off of me. Oh, there's another one. Please get off of me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My pet is getting fucked up. What is hurting my pet? He's barking. He believes that the neighbors should not exist. He's very adamant about it. I sometimes wish he wasn't so adamant about it, but he really is adamant about it. Yep. Oh, it's Swift Heal. Like I haven't seen Swift Heal in a while. Ow! My face. Swift Heal, I believe, is Quick Charm from a guild, which I've played with a lot. Swift Heal is fun to play with because that's his ult, and his alt cleric doesn't have a ton of gear. So I had to spam him with mana so he could stay in the heal chain throughout the night, and I thought that was kind of fun because it's I've always kind of enjoyed at the moment the Necromancer playstyles where you are either rolling dots and doing tons of DPS, or you're charming pets, or you are giving your mana to the healers to keep them alive, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? I've always kind of enjoyed that. Change my assist. What's his name? Baronelli? Oh shit! He knows, man. It's always right when I'm freaking typing or something, right? It's always right when I'm typing. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him, Bob. I forgot what I named him. Ow. Dude. Ow. Group is pretty slow on the old XP. I think they're doing a lot. I'm not really paying attention to group chat. They're doing a lot of discussion in party. They're trying to find like new members and decide who to replace and yada yada yada. Some of them are upset that another healer got invited. Some of them are saying we should get a ranger. I don't know what they're talking about. Whatever. It don't matter to me. Oh, the ranger is his alt, I guess. So he said, "Be right back," and they get him a. Oh god, I'm leader. Why was I leader? I just got invited to this group. I don't want to be leader. I don't want to be leader. I don't have anything to pull with. Oh, I don't have my overlays. Oops. Let's pop them out. Pop out the overlay. Close that one. The slash who what's his name? Arrow Bliss or something? What the hell his name is. There's no one online by that name. Arrow Bliss. Oh, he's already in. Arrow Bliss. Arrow Bliss. Arrow Bliss. Oop. Yeah, that's him. Invite. Let me make lead, I think? Yeah, that's. I don't ever remember. All these commands are freaking through the chat. And it's like, why are all the commands through chat like that? I mean, I know why, because the game's old as fuck, right? But. Oh, I was DPSing that guy's skeleton. Skeleton map. Get him, skeleton. Oops. Now Zephyr's up. So my pet's haste is going to fade soon. What do we got? Oop, 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 oop. He's kicking my ass. There we go. My pet's haste is actually not registered on here, which I find interesting. He's got augmentation up. So I'm not sure. I believe Aerobliss is now my new assist, so we're just flying through the assists, right? That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to need to refresh augmentation and lich soon. So we are at 165 an hour, I think. The group has been shuffling players around, so maybe it'll go up above 200, but I don't imagine it's going to be very much higher than that. I can solo at I think I've peaked at 255, but I can maintain about 230, 240. And if I really, really, really push it, like I said, I can peak at 255, but that's a lot of effort. Sometimes you just don't want to. Sometimes you just don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to sit there and vibe, man. I'll go ahead and refresh everything. See if this tracks my... Okay, so I don't need to track this Endure Fire. Why is that even on there? I think it's going to pop up that bard buff every time, which is fine. All I care about is the augmentation tracking. Did he snare it? I feel like snaring is not a good idea. Maybe just root one and then send them in, you know what I mean? Like, because these are, they take so long to get to us. I feel like it'd just be better to just kind of, this one, rack in the back there, plague stores. Oop, my pet is not attacking. Why are you not attacking? Who's this guy? Kaisar? Kaisar. He's a wizard. I didn't even know he was in the group. I didn't know we had a wizard in the group. I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've actually had a wizard in the group. They don't seem to exist. And when they do exist, they usually are the polars. They don't usually DPS like this, so caught off guard. Usually they don't DPS because they can't get their mana out. They can't nuke on every mob. Which I feel like I have a lot of gear, and I struggle a little bit with mana if I start nuking too much. I can help with the mezzes with Screaming Terror. Generally, though, the game knows when I'm doing that, and that's when my pet will break. Now, Screaming Terror has a cooldown, a recast time of 6 seconds, 6.5. And that's long enough for me to get my ass kicked. You know what I mean? Okay. He's not targeting anything. How did he? So I went to assist that guy, and he was targeting a corpse. How do you do that? Oops. I moved too early. Bam. Assist. Assist. Attack. Ow. Now, I don't see the reason for him to break free of his charm, turn and punch me. Like, what is the reason for that? Is that necessary? It's very rude, is what it is. Zephyr's put that up. Zephyr, if anything's a dreaming man, it's gonna be Zephyr's, because it's like 600 something mana to do it. 600? Yes, 650. It's a lot of mana to cast. This is a pretty good spell, but Jesus Christ. And Swift Heal is actually a pretty good healer. He is cleansing my... Or not cleansing, I'm reading chat. He's actually healing my... So this is what I actually want, is the corpse. to try. He's healing my pet. What is my pet? Why is he way up there? Stop it. What is my pet doing? That's crazy. You see, my pet was way up the tunnel, just running off, hanging out on his own. Like, what the crap was that, man? What are you doing, buddy? The nice thing is, if you watch the health bars down here, the party, which is kind of down here, if you can see my mouse or not. Zephyrs will cover basically group healing. Sometimes it'll cover tank healing if the tank is really, really geared. But then it sort of balances itself out, right? It helps with mana. So we can mind rack the mobs and help with mana, and then we can also Zephyrs, so the healer doesn't have to heal anyone but the tank. Yeah. Excellent. The XP rate has gone up just a smidge, 170. That's nothing fancy. It'd be much better if it was higher. But again, we spent all that time shuffling guys around. I'm thinking it'll get a little higher. Ow! I just want to sit on my butt and get mana. I just want to get mana, please. Thank you. We can alpha rotate on gems. Alphabetical rotate on gems. I hate when people say that because it means I gotta pay attention to loot. And I always kind of hope that they will do it for me. Because I don't want to have to pay attention to that. Like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of effort. Try to remember who's gotten what. Uh-oh. Oh, my pet's killing me. Oh no. Right when I tapped out. Freaking nose, man. Freaking nose. Okay. Is that his pet? He never marked his pet, so I don't know if that's actually his pet or not. This thing's probably gonna break and kill me again now that I'm tabbed out. There we go. Do you have any mobs in camp? Oh. Is he not? Oh my god, look at all the mobs! Oh boy's going down. What's this guy doing spinning around in a circle like this? What's he doing? Because I think I should have maybe gone to solo instead. Like, what's happening? This group is wild. The XP's never been over 200, and we're just kind of, I don't know, losing people every now and then. Boop. Which one are we killing? This one? I don't know, because our main assist is freaking dead. Get him! Right. His name Nailbat? I don't know which one we're killing. Now, do we bet on whether or not that ranger is actually going to come back? That is the thing I would ask, right? Like, is he actually going to come back? I would say potentially no. Oh, I'm wrong. He's back already. I don't know who the leader is. I don't think it's me. I can try, but I don't think it's me. Click on him. It's not me. And I don't know how to check. It was Swifty. Oh. So at some point I got another AA point. So we will need to decide. I forget what I was working on. I think I was working on Theory. So now I've got 2 already, so now I need 4. So I need 2 more to get the next point in Theory. I have all my defensive ones. I have my mana ones. Class ones, I don't have everything, but I have the ones I kind of care about. Oop. My spell fizzles. Rude. I meant to change this so that filter channel there, because my general is going over to the other channel. I don't know how I feel about that. Pet's dying. Pet's always dying, I think. Assist. Oh, another thing to keep in mind too, I guess, is that enchanter pet doesn't have any weapons. That could be a pretty good reason why everything's a bit slower too. That's pretty big. There we go. There's something about giving charmed pets, well, not enchanted. Well, he is enchanted, but charmed pets, specifically weapons, to dual wield. Not the same weapon, but dual yada yada yada. It makes them like I don't know, hit harder or something. They can like hit 3 times and 4 times instead of once. Oh no! God! I'm getting a drink! Every time! Went for a drink, he tried to break me. See? Oh, so they are tracking. So I don't gotta track it. Wonderful. Wonderful. As long as I don't gotta track it, I'm happy. Something's wrong with my pet. Oh, he got slowed. Alright. Like, this takes, like, several cures to get rid of. No, it's gone now. I think it takes 2 cures. I don't remember how many things Turgor's is, but I want to say it's 2. Okay, that one's dead. Stop it! Stop hurting me! Stop hurting my face, please. Please, mister. Is he broken already? What the? Oh my god. Stop breaking. Please. He broke so fast, my charm isn't in. Look what that's about. Look, what's that? What's that shit about, man? That is wholly unnecessary. Ridiculous. How long do we have on? 4 minutes? Whoa. Whoa, I haven't even touched this guy, man. Haven't even touched him. Just sitting is doing all that. So it looks like yet another person is leaving. This is the carousel of Everquest. Is it carousel? Is that like the thing with the horses that goes up and down going to? I think it's a carousel. Where it's like a revolving door. As you get in a group, this is a public group, LFG group, which this is. This isn't like a pre-made or a static or anything like that. Everyone's got a life, right? So everyone's on different schedules. So people drop in for, half hour, 45 minutes, and then they got to find a replacement. It's a bummer, but it is what it is, right? There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can refuse to group with people outside of a guild or something, but that's just... Granted, this group is very low XP. The XP is very, very low. I think I could do this XP fear kiting. Just random things. A dusty amulet has dropped. Strength, whiz, int, and HP. I don't need it. Boy, that's a lot of mobs. That's a lot of mobs there. So they're doing some crazy swap thing here. What is this? Like 3 people are changing? One person's changing characters, one person's changing to... and they're recruiting someone. And someone's leaving. A lot is happening. Ugh. Mobs at Summoner. I hate mobs at Summoner. 。 Why aren't you attacking, little buddy? Get in there. We are currently rocking out at a whopping 155. Which is kind of nutty. It's fine. It would be nicer to be higher, but to be fair, I'm not doing anything except pressing pet attack. So, and nuking once. We stopped pulling. They're still discussing swapping people. That's the real reason our XP is so low, right? Hoping my pet doesn't kill me for getting a drink of water this time. Oh my god. I end up at 4. Why'd you pull 4? I pulled 4 and didn't root anything. At least pull with root. Nurlar Kunzar is miserably believed. Get my pet on him. Try to kill him. I'm probably gonna die. There we go. I'm gonna nuke him. Has Zephyr's up? I do have Zephyr's up. We're just dumb mana into him. Sometimes people don't know that the named can't be charmed. So then we run into a situation like this where things are all trying to kill him. Boop. He's dead. Nope, Aftershock is now dead. Ooh. We have a lot of things in camp too, huh? Wonder which one his pet was. I wonder if I can get my slow out before they decide to come eat my ass. Don't worry, friends. I shall slow everything and we will be fine. We will be just fine. Where did I? This one? Okay. Nope, that one's unstable. That one's also unstable. Well, probably us killing 2 at the same time isn't helping. Ah. Okay, they're all slow. Dude's back, so I'm gonna pull on Zephyr again. Because the party is looking a little low here. Okay, Zephyr going out. Enjoy the embrace of my heel, yes. Yep. Which one that is. I do enjoy that the enchainer that died said, this is the tank, the ranger, i.e. the ranger. But also, the ranger was the one that wasn't on the named mob that killed him. So it's like, so you want me to assist the guy that didn't, you know, tank the thing that can't be mez that killed you? Kind of a toss-up, huh? Mistress Caramel Cupcake. My face. Bro. What is happening right now? Who is this guy? Is this guy meant to join our group? Because they said cleric is here. But that guy is an enchanter. It was like they don't remember the name of the cleric. It's like Kith Cannon? Shoot, Kith Cannon? What was his name? I'll shoot all Kith. There is no Kith online. I have no idea. Who's this? This guy's not a cleric. What's happening? I have no idea. He's asking the enchanter that joined the group if he's the rip. Okay. They don't know what happened. So they oh, what's on me? Insidious Melody? Disease counter. Oh, it's of 9. Boop. What's this thing again? Don't know. Someone got confused somewhere along the line because we've got 3 enchanters here now. I mean, literally 3, right? Aftershock is an enchanter. But this guy also didn't... This guy also didn't make a... he doesn't have pet weapons. No one has pet weapons in this group. It seems so odd. Beep. Oh, I think that's me. I don't know. I've looted my Oakline bracelet. Oh, a resist. A resist. If my pet breaks, I think I'm dead. Because they're not pulling, and we don't have a healer here. So I can't heal. Oh, there is Swift Heal. Swift Heal's back. What's happening? Nobody knows what's happening. I love it. I love the confusion. Watch pet. Need to fix a door? The fuck? And they don't have pet weapons. I mean, I guess with this many charm pets, it probably don't matter too much, but yo, man, let's get some pet weapons on these boys. Right? Okay. We're instead killing the one in the back. Got it. Got it. So with all of that, we've dropped down to a whopping 117 an hour. Oh, I'm sorry, 116 an hour. Really tanked the old XP bar, you know? Why is he not attacking this one? This one right here. This one right there in camp. I don't know what's happening. He just doesn't want to fight that one, I guess. But now that one's going to pull that one, I think. We have 3 trainers here and they want me to slow? Yeah, I guess. Yenneth, can you slow? Yenneth, can you slow, please? Yenneth will slow the mobs. I'll do my job. I got it. I got it. What is happening right now? There's so many mobs in camp. Like, where did these come from? Like, can we pick just one? Just one and kill the one? Like, why do we have so many? When we're, killing so slow like this, I feel like maybe we should stick to, you know. I don't think I'm going to be nuking if I'm healing, so I might want to pull up Zephyr again. Yeah. My brother in Christ, if you go and pull something else... Oh my god, he went and pulled more. He thinks they're pets. He thinks these are all pets, is what he said in chat. Oh shit. Look at Sigilus. Said he's I need to send Swift and Nana. Oh, are you kidding me? He interrupted me. God. Nope. Slow. They are all slow, thankfully. So we did do that. We got damn 6 mobs in camp, and he went off and pulled more mobs. Oh, what a champ. What a champion. Oh, my pet's killing me. Oh, don't kill me. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't really. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. What's he fighting? That thing over there? Let's throw down a Zephyr. I need to get back to giving him mana. Feels like every time I get around to dumping mana, there's people there. This thing's trying to kill me and eat my ass, you know? Boop. Just heal. My boy went out and pulled. I was like, why is he pulling so many mobs? It makes sense now. For whatever reason, he thinks all of the skeletons, he thought all 7 skeletons that were in camp were charm pets. I don't know why. That's the 7 that aren't even charmed. We have 3 charm pets. So we had what, like 10 mobs in camp? 3 of them being charm, and he's like, well, they're charm pets. I'm like, no, 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 they are not charm pets, my guy. They are, in fact, not charm pets. Oops, attack this one. Thank you. Thank you. People over here. They're all charm pets. Oh. I can't. I can't, man. That's funny. That's funny. What are they doing? Are they doing some kind of buff? Protection of the blades. We have 6 mobs plus the 3 charm pets in camp, and he went and pulled more. Oh, oh, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Arrow Bliss, bless your heart, my friend. Oh, right, I'm slowing. I forgot. I'm laughing so much. I we gotta slow the boy. Oopsies. Oh, my stuff is fading, man. Alright, augmentation. Let's rebuff. I do wish this augmentation haste buff lasted a little bit longer. It's kind of frustrating. Are you serious? Please don't do that. Don't hit me. You're slowed 70%, don't hit me. Okay, I got it off. They're all they're all charm pets, right? No. No, they're not. Oh, bless his heart. I love that after all those mobs we had in camp, and we went through all those mobs, right? And we are down to... We've lost XP. We're at 113. It's dying. It's dying as fuck. Oop. I'm not doing my job. Oopsie doopsies. What's this thing? Is this a pet? What is this? I think this one's a pet. Where is that? Yeah, this one's a pet. Okay. I almost slowed it. He doesn't, this guy's not using zeal, so I can't see the markings. Like, we've got, we've got markings. I didn't do anything. Slash chat, slash tag, G say, P, after shot. There we go. There's a mob off into the distance. Where's he going? Nobody knows. I marked his pet for him so I can see it. He may not have the add-on running or configured. Doesn't matter, but I can still mark his mob. So that works out in the end. Works out for me. It looks starting to look a little bit like this is a bad idea coming down here in the mines. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not great XP. I mean, we're about to pass below 100. I mean, 100's bad XP. Granted, there's nothing alive, so there's that. They're waiting around. Oop, there's a mob. Get him! Everybody get him! What do you even say in a situation like this? Like, oh, I gotta go. The XP's not good. Sorry. Right? Like, that guy left again. Fight the things that's in camp, please. Hero Bliss. My boy. My boy. You are killing me right now. Well, that's dotted now, so I hope you're going to recharm it over and over. And now that one's dotted too. Oh, I love it. See, if I was soloing, I would never have come across this. This is very fun. This is very, very fun. Funny. And fun. Good. Why did he charm that? Or charm? He mezzed it at 20. I don't need to mezz anything at 20%. There's a mob right there. He left. Look at all these mobs that are up. And our boy left. Oh, there's one there too. Where is he? He's way the fuck over there. This is another camp. And I'm pretty sure there's a group over there. I'm not sure why he's going so far over there. Ow. Punch me in the face. Please do not punch me in the face. Mana for all. Health for all. I do it everything. I slow. I charm. I'm tanking. I'm giving mana. I'm giving health. We're nuking. We do all of the things. Oh, I die as well. My pet likes to kill me. He likes to really eat my ass. Really gets up in there. Not sure what he's doing to over there. Aeroblast dropped to like nothing. I don't know what happened. Oh, there goes another mob. We got one in camp, but he's pulling other stuff. I want to say that he is doing it on purpose now, but I don't know, because earlier he didn't know that we had 6 mobs in camp, plus the 3 charm pets, so 9. 9 mobs in camp. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. He ran away. I was right. I was right. We're not trying to be mean. We don't want to be mean to anyone. But I mean, I was right. I was indeed right. You cannot deny me that. Ow. He punched me for 69. Nice. He goes again. Oh, now the enchanter's pulling. Nothing wrong with that. It's probably fine. We have 2 pullers. XP went up, believe it or not. Up to 138. Oh, slow. I keep forgetting about slow. Oh, is he gonna die? He's a fine, durable ranger. It's not attacking anything. Attacking anything. There we go. He got it. He's got it. Get him, Aerobliss. You've got this. Aftershock is going down. Oh, he's not even max level. I didn't know that. Aftershock is 59. Had no idea. What's that tree? He's 60. I didn't know he wasn't 60. Not a big deal either way, right? Who cares? If I tab out and this thing eats my ass again, I'm gonna be... Come on, man. Why we gotta be doing and doing all that, you know? Why we gotta go and do all that? Yeah, there we go. Get any new sick loots? This, I got a lot. I did get a lot this week. We got a horse. We got the Necromancer's shoulders, the pants. I guess I could show. Right? Attack. Yeah, so I got... This week I got... we got this cloak. This is a wisdom cloak, not an int cloak, but I am capped on int by a lot. I don't know how much over I am on int, but we're way over capped on int. Right. So this is for the mana regen. There's a there's a version of this that's like the exact same, but it's int instead of wiz. But someone else got that, and this dropped at the same time, so I got that. I also got these leggings. Works to 65. I've been trying to focus on getting preferably focus effects that work to 65, so that my gear, when the new expansion drops, my gear works up to 65. And this replaces, this is the spell damage for nukes, I believe. Or is it all detrimental? So we can replace this, I believe. Yes. So now if I get a bracer, I can finally replace this. I think. I think they're the same. Otherwise, it's a nuke. Let's see here. Exclude spells group. Target AE, Ubers, spell type detrimental. Well, that does or does not work on dots. What's this one? Nope. I have another one that says detrimental here. So spell damage, detrimental, 20. I honestly don't know, but it's got flowing thought as well. I don't know if it does do dots or not. If it doesn't do dots, then it at least does nukes, which means I can place the helmet. So that's good there. So we got the cloak, the pants. What else did we get? We got this earring. So this is a haste item. This was a really big upgrade because previously, when we were in VT, I did not have a horse. I have a horse now. I also didn't have any haste. So my dots are longer, I think. Let me look. I believe the cast time, it's not longer than the server tick, but it was long enough that I had to really, really time it. But now the dots cast so fast that I don't actually have to worry too much about it. So I can hit all of the server mana ticks before... I should probably slow before I continue yabbering on. This guy was asking for... I stopped talking. This, Tingers... How the fuck do you say that name? Hunter Tingoskara Papakaka? Papakaka? Whatever that name is. Yeah, he was asking for a lucid chart. I was just looking around for him. What was I saying? Yeah, I have a horse now, so oh my goodness, what is happening? Mobs everywhere. Mobs everywhere! I have a horse now, so I don't have to worry about it too much, but the haste is really nice because I was able to hit all of the mantics. So that was the other real big item. Shoulders was another big one. The haste was probably the biggest item. Whoa, got stunned. The haste was probably the biggest item, in my personal opinion. The next one is probably the Necro Shoulders. So, the Necro Shoulders, these are Necro only. The reason they're good is, I mean, obviously the stats are good, but all the gear out of VT has good stats, so it's like, whatever. But it casts Splurt. So, yeah, here, effect, Splurt. This will cast Splurt. The casting time is a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter. What is important is that I don't have to have it on my spell bar. So I've got 8 spells down there for anyone who's not familiar with Everquest, because this is on YouTube as well as Twitch. Oh, the boy's dying. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead so fast. But I only have 8 spell bars, so 8 spell gems. So the shoulders freeze one of those up, which means I can bring another dot out. And I don't have to cycle through so many spell gems, because our raids run with less players. So I can usually use a full dot loadout. So generally on a boss, if it's not highly resistant to disease and poison, which a lot of them are, I will have the 4 fire, we'll have vexing and splurt, so that's 6. And then I'll have envenom bolt, cessation of core, plague, And I think there's another one I'm forgetting. Let's try to slow this. There we go. But when you add them all up, it's either 9 or 10 for just me. I love that our XP got up to just 150. That's funny. Yeah, we've gotten some pretty good gear. We've gotten some really fantastic gear. Last week was a very, very big pickup for us. Our largest upgrade at the moment would be a ring or any of the bracelets. I don't have a good bracelet. I have my dot bracelet, I guess. Oh, is it me? Oh crap, this thing, it's me. Where is it? Put on. Okay. I've eluded the ring. They were saying it was my turn. But VT's been, it's been fun. I enjoy the changes they did on the server that lets you pull bosses out of the rooms so that you don't have to spend 10 hours clearing trash, you know? That's nice. But I just there are things about the server I do and don't like, right? I think I've probably babbled on and on about it before. So, you know, on Project Quarm, a lot of people on these sort of older servers really like to push the don't do any changes ever, right? Like no changes. We don't want any changes. Now, Project Quarm is not that server. Project Quarm has a lot of changes, but there's still people on the server who advocate for no changes. We want no changes, stop changing things. But there's so many things. I mean, we have PvP zones. Like, I can zone into a PvP zone. I can zone from the Nexus directly into Awakening Lands in the PvP zone into Kale on PvP flag, and then zone back into Awakening Lands, and I'm in the normal Awakening. Like, there's things like that. There's the existence of the Zeal add-on itself. Now, it's maybe not be officially supported, but its existence is sort of the baseline now. So if we're looking at the server and we're talking Zeal, Zeal is allowed. So I'm going to base the rest of the game on what is and is not allowed. So Zeal is allowed. Now, Zeal does a lot. The main thing you'll see on my screen is all of the names. The names are color-coded. That's a Zeal thing. The names are legible and larger. That's a Zeal thing. The mob color. So the mob color is based on what it cons to me. That's a Zeal thing. The mobs that have the little paw print above them that designate them a pet, that's a Zeal thing. And that's honestly only like a few of the things Zeal does. Let me get over here. So these, when I open the options window, we've got the base game options, we get the Zeal options. These are the Zeal options. I mean, there are tons and tons and tons of Zeal options. Like, look, there's an in-game mini-map that I can open and cycle through. Like this, you know, when we're talking like things that what is and should be in the game, this is allowed. So we're going to judge this game now based on this. So things I don't like, the debuff limit. Now, I can't speak for Everquest devs, but when we talk about the devs for like Classic WoW and like other MMOs, older MMOs, generally speaking, the artificial debuff limit that was put in place on is my pet diseased? Oh, he is, but he also doesn't have my buff. The artificial debuff limit was put in place because it was a limitation of the client at the time. So at the time, they couldn't do anything else. 30 was in place because if they went over 30, it broke the game. That was the idea. So we are obviously past that. Now, maybe, you know, obviously like Zeal isn't going to be able to do something like that, right? But this server has other changes like the PvP stuff. So why is this sort of artificial debuff going on? A lot of people argue like, well, you know, this is what the game was and it makes the game harder. It's sort of an artificial difficulty ramp for no reason at all, in my opinion. Wow, he hit me how many times in a row? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits. By the time I got Mez off. Jesus Christ. But yeah, the debuff limit is sort of an artificial debuff limit, in my opinion, because it doesn't really add anything to the game. It doesn't really make the game harder. See, it sort of hampers some classes, right? Like we've got all these classes that can put debuffs up, and all these classes that now can't put debuffs up because they will hit the, artificial debuff cap. It's not artificial. They will hit the debuff cap that is in the game. Can this be changed? I don't know. They changed a lot of shit in this game on this server. I feel like they could probably change it if they wanted to, but they don't. I mean, the damn mob can be kited out of the room. Why can't you change the debuff limit? Maybe it goes away come Plains Flower. I don't know. Who knows? The debuff limit, I don't think would change anything. So what? You could stack a bunch of debuffs. I don't know. Maybe there's some cheesy thing where like you could stack some weird item that could, I can't think of his word. Stack it a whole bunch of times, the debuff over and over and over. So find some bug and then kills the mob right away. Something dumb like that. I don't know. But at the moment, like, classes can't use debuffs they have. Like, you're playing a shaman, you roll in here, you put up the slow, then you stand there. You throw a heal at the tank. You can't put up your dots. You play a necromancer, you can put up like 1 dot, if that. If you're in a larger raid, if we're talking like a 50, 60 man raid, you're not going to be able to get up more than the 1 dot. So you're kind of stuck doing this. Now, in our raids, they're 20 man or so, give or take a few. So I'm able to actually do 9 and 10 debuffs, and the difference from my DPS is usually I'm in the top DPS of the raid because I'm able to actually use my spells. Unlike perhaps a necromancer from a raid that is fully fleshed out, right? Now, that's a pretty big complaint of mine, is the kind of debuff limit. I would like to know, I've never looked it up, I should look it up, whether or not the devs put that in the game because it was required at the time because of the client, or whether or not they did it because they didn't know any better. That's often that's often the same thing as well. Sometimes, like, because Everquest is old, right? Very old. I mean, we're playing Luclin, whatever, which is a few years older, newer than the original game, but it's still old. So at the time, the devs didn't really know what they wanted to do for the raids. They didn't really know how they wanted the game to operate or function in a raid. I mean, when we look at VT, it's evident that they wanted to try something with more trash. It's awful. It was awful. But they have nothing to compare it to. They don't know. That could be the same thing as the debuff limit. Was it a client limitation, or was it just a thing that the devs thought was a good idea to increase the difficulty of the game? Not sure myself, because I didn't play the game then and I haven't done any research. But I can say the classic WoW, a game I'm more familiar with, World of Warcraft, and a couple of other MMOs that you've probably never heard of, but in those games, the devs have come out and said that it was a limitation of the client at the time. It couldn't handle that many debuffs. So the other kind of major thing that I dislike on the server, and again, it's sort of the existence of things that are accepted, right? Things that are accepted when I play the game. So, like, for example, if I play Final Fantasy 14. There are parsers, there are deadly boss mods, there are all kinds of things that I can use. However, none of that is officially supported by Square Enix. None of it is allowed by Square Enix. Like if I stream myself with those things, I can technically be reported and my account will be banned. Now, for this game, that isn't true. You are allowed to use Zeal. So the baseline of what can and can't do is right there. And for me, you know, I've got all these overlays running with the Project Companion app, Project Quarm Companion app. And I've also got Zeal running. And it's like, well, what about combat logs? So combat logs in like modern MMOs, you can look at anything and everything that happened, you know, within the second where a player was standing, when a debuff was used, how many times a debuff was used, when the debuff faded, whether debuffs weren't used, whether defenses were used, heals were casted, anything, literally anything. In this game, I don't know if I can demonstrate it in any way, but I believe I can. DPS meter. Close, pop out. So the DPS meter is up here, right? So let's see if it can actually read my pet. It's not. If I get closer. You see how close I have to be for the log to actually pick it up? If I step away, it's no longer reading. So that's my issue, right? The game, the log is tiny. So when you're in a raid, you're not going to pick anything up unless you are, you know, right on top of the boss. But if you're right on top of the boss, you're not going to pick up people who aren't on top of the boss, like the rangers that are off in the distance, or the necromancers. There is a configuration you can do in one of the log readers, or parsers, I guess it's called in this game, because the log is read and parsed, so I guess it is a parser. And on that, you can configure it to detect like spellcasts and nukes. So a wizard will have their spells detected, but it will not detect any dots whatsoever. For whatever reason, a dot is classified as something else within the game. So if, for example, let's say Swift Heal, our cleric here is running logs. If he is running logs and he is looking at the group's damage, and I am not charming, and say this mob lives for a long time, and I instead pull out my dot, and I dot the mob with a funeral pyre, right? He won't see my funeral pyre death. He can see it in the chat log, but it won't register. It won't register on the logs for whatever reason. I don't know why. So in order for people to see, you know, the damage that I'm doing whenever we post our logs, I have to. It's twofold. It's twofold, right? Because remember what I said. There's the range. You have to be so close in order to pick people up, and then there's also the fact that dots are not detected when we're playing here. So I cannot go off of the log that, say, the rogue in the group posts. I have to instead wait for him to post his log, and then I have to go in there in his log, and I have to find my pet. And then I have to pull out a calculator and take my pet and add his damage to my personal damage, because my personal damage will not be on his log or anyone else's log. It'll only be on my log. So I have to run a parser, and I have to be at range because a lot of the bosses silence or do some weird mechanic or whatever. So I'm at range, and I have to wait for him. So I take my pet, I take my parser, screenshot the number on my parser, and then I add my pet's damage to my damage and then post that. And that's such a weird, like, what is this weird workaround we're doing here in order to do this, in order to show the damage? And it's like, we have things like these overlays. I have instant access to data about any mob within the game that I click on. I can track debuffs and timers. I can track enemy debuffs. I can, you know, all this stuff I can track. But the log is so tiny. And the game focuses on raiding. Like, this game is focusing on raiding. So every guild has their own guild instance to raid in. But that's probably my biggest, one of my biggest things is those two things. The debuff limit is annoying. And who is this? Oh, Swift Heal left. Okay, so Elder Wrath is a healer. The log range is upsetting, and the debuff limit is upsetting. I mean, there's no other way to really... It's just frustrating. And I haven't really come across many other things. Other things on the server are great. I really like the other stuff on the server. Like, for example, you're seeing it right now where we are. So in Lukelin, they have like these all these zones are all these zones are considered hot zones, so the respawn timer is increased on this server. So the respawn time, I want to say, is like, it's like 6 minutes or something. So normally in here, we wouldn't be camping on there wouldn't be two groups here. There'd be one group, and they'd be pulling the whole damn mine because it's probably like a 30-minute respawn timer, right? But I mean, not much you can do about that, right? So let's see. Yeah. But other than that, some of the things I've really liked are the cure these if possible. I can cure you, buddy. I got you, bud. You know, the respawn timer is great. I will say, the respawn timer is fantastic. So the 6-minute respawn timer on these mobs is great because it allows so many more people to be here. So this server is not running in group instanced content, right? Well, that means that we're all, when we zone into SSRA, we're all rolling with the same, we're all in the same instance. And the respawns don't really work when you come to, I don't think they work at all when you go into like a raid instance. The respawns do work in PvP, I believe, but that doesn't really help because they're still fast. So there's only the one instance. I mean, technically there's two if you count PvP, but no one goes to the PvP servers instance for the most part. But if we didn't have, what was I saying? If we didn't have the increased respawn timer, we would be able to have more groups here. That means one group would be here. So if you were to show up Saturday night, you wanted a group. There's 4 groups here. There'd be one group at the mines, one group at the temple, and they'd be pulling way more than just the temple because of the respawn timer. And then you'd have 2 other groups camping everything else in the whole fucking dungeon because there's nothing allowed. And the same would be true in other places as well. It's like with the respawn timer increase, we're now able to put all these people into these little areas, right? And have them coexist, as it were. Coexist together. That's probably one of my favorite things. There's some other cool things too, like Legacy Loot's really cool. I like Legacy, but I like a lot of things about the server. I really do. A lot of the stuff on the server I love, man. It's all good shit. It's real good shit. But then you get into some of this, you know, it's just like, there you go. These smaller, what I consider smaller issues, and it's like, what is going on? And I think a fear that is shared among the player base that is on Project Quarm is that the person who came up with the server secrets is because she is currently working on a new game with the guy from P99, I think. I don't know what his name is. Everquest Legends, right? So the fear is that they are working secrets. They are working on this other game and not doing changes on this server in particular. So it's like, are we being short-handed by secrets because they are currently working on this new project, and has Project Quarm sat in the back, you know, and it's existing and being maintained, but it's not being changed or updated. As we know, with Project Quarm has all these changes and all these updates. We've got the holiday events, I believe, potions. We got all this stuff that was added to the game. And currently there's nothing being added to the game. And it could be because Legends is being pushed out. Everquest Legends, I believe, is coming out soon. So it's understandable that they would want to have she would want to have her full focus on releasing Legends, as opposed to spending all that time working on these smaller things on Quarm when, you know, it's working. Because Legends will actually, you know, make a monetary value, whereas Quarm doesn't make a monetary value. And yeah, it sucks for, you know, those of us that are on Quarm, but it's like, it does make money. That other game will make actual money. And by all means, I would argue that that money is deserved. I don't know what sort of cut Secrets and the P99 guy are getting off of this server, EverQuest Legends, that is. But hopefully it's fairly high, because the work and effort they've put into their respective servers is pretty extreme. It's pretty extreme. And it's deserved. Like, because Project Quarm is a private server, so we cannot donate directly to Secrets. It's not allowed. And for good reason it's not allowed, because it would ruin a whole lot of things about Daybreak, and everything everything would change, right? But it's still, there's the fear that are we being are we getting the shorthand here because they are working on EverQuest Legends? Are there changes that could be implemented now or worked on now that aren't being worked on because currently they are working on Legends? And I can't really fault Secrets again, because Legends will make tangible money and will probably be pretty popular. As much as people don't want to believe it, it will probably be pretty popular. But I would like some of that stuff to be changed. I mean, the server is pretty good. And there are some things that really need to change come Planes of Power, but that's like a whole that's like a whole nother thing, right? Like, there's so many things that gotta change for that. I'm forgetting what I slowed. There's so many other things that need to change in order for that to happen here. I'm not sure what's happening. The ranger messaged me and said something about he wants to keep forward camp. Oh, is my pet slowed? He's not swimming very fast. Yep, he's slowed. How long has he been slowed? I have no idea. I've been talking and yammering him. Old boy's been slowed this whole fucking time, probably. There we go. Is he good now? He's good now. Get him. Get in there and get him. But that's probably my biggest complaint at the moment. Is the log thing and the debuffing. I don't understand why it exists in the way it does. I don't understand. I don't see the reason. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. Like why? For what reason? For what reason do we need to have things like that? It just doesn't. I just don't get it. We're down to 130 130 XP an hour. Really going slow in here, huh? Oh goodness. That's okay. Whatever. It's nice to be able to sit and not have to do a whole bunch of crap, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just sometimes all that effort is just like I just want to sit here and not do anything. I want to sit here and just vibe, man. I don't want to have to like these full-blown things and effort to do all this shit just to get XP. Like sometimes it's nice to just sit here. Oop. Oh, was that guy not pulled? I assume this guy was pulled. Oops. Although I'm wondering if I should just leave when we get the 4th AA point, because I don't know if I want to stay here that long. Because it's a long time to not get much done, you know? It's been nice to sit and vibe, but we're also kind of wasting a ton of time. Oh, good. Ah. Yes. Yes, my pet. Kill him. Excellent. I will say, my experience in Project Quarm? Isn't that a band? No, that's like Guar or something. Project Quarm has been pretty good. The player base is not huge, so the leveling experience wasn't fantastic. It's better at 60. I don't know how it would be as a different class, because I've only played this Necromancer. I really enjoy my Necromancer. I don't know if I'll play something else. I've considered it, but I don't know what I would play, whether I would like it or not. I doubt it. It's a lot of effort. But it seems like Secrets has done a pretty good job of trying to mix in the old and like some new mechanics, right? Like trying to keep the game accessible, quality of life features, so you don't have to play all the time. Like getting your VT key is not this huge, long, drawn-out process anymore. Like the shards are easier to get. They don't just drop off of like one specific mob anymore. Like I didn't say anything, I don't think, but we had a whole group of Tranquility players come through, and they all got shards off of our groups because they just drop so often. That stuff's nice, because getting keyed and all that stuff is such a pain in the butt, man. It's just so like, ugh. I know what they're trying to go for, but man, it sucks. It sucks so much. And we talk this server. Oh, Gigi's coming to say hi. Hi, Gigi. He's just gonna get in my lap. Just knock my hands out of the way. There we go. Compared to like a TLP, for example, I am having more fun here. I will say a caveat to that. I've not played on a lot of TLP servers. I've mostly played on Teak, which had the random loot mechanic, I think. And I will say, I liked the random loot mechanic. I thought that was cool. I know a lot of people will just fucking hate me for saying that, but I liked it. I thought it was fun. You could go and fight all kinds of things, and shit would drop. Dungeon loot was great because you know, it was just random what would drop. I thought it was cool. What wasn't cool? I originally thought it was cool. Ended up not being. Was the nothing was no drop. Like, well, I think some things were, but everything was tradable. That wasn't cool. I originally thought it was, and then it ended up being so awful. I don't. It just ugh. The random loot though was pretty good. That was super fun. I really liked being able to, you know, kill a boss, and there's just all kinds of things that could drop off of him. I think they had it set specifically for like a certain bucket, I think they called them. Or, like I can't think of anything. Like Aten Ha from VT. Maybe the only things that would drop off of her would be her and like some Emperor and maybe another one. Like the end bosses would be grouped together, so their loot's all mixed up. So currently, oh goodness, there's a lot of things here. So the fun part about that was it made that like things were. Oh, gosh. There was a reason to kill certain things, right? Right now, there is no reason to kill certain bosses. There's no reason to go into certain raids because why bother? The loot there is not good. But if the loot was random, all random like that, you have a chance to get loot from, you know, random shit. Don't kill that. That's a pet. Ooh. I guess that guy's leaving. I haven't been paying attention to group chat very much. But yeah, it was fun to be able to go to any given boss and have the loot be good. Maybe it lessens the value of certain bosses. I'm not sure, but it certainly makes other ones better. That's for damn sure. There was a reason to go to some of these things. Who just left the group? That guy left the group. Okay. I don't even know what's going on. I think a bunch of people. I don't know what happened, but there's someone new in the group, and I don't know who this is. We have Coon. Coon of the Ark. Oh, GG's walking on my head. He's walking on my head. You see the disrespect he does to me? He just walks on my head whenever he wants. My literal head. Goes up my head, my shoulders. Ugh. Ow. But yeah, this Coon guy's in the group. Who's missing? We had We're missing a pet. Aftershock. Where'd the Aftershock guy go? I think he left. Ow. Stop hitting me. Oh, we got 4 AA, so that means we can get this wonderful thing, Spellcasting Theory rank 2, kablam. We now have a 4% chance to crit. 4% chance. We've doubled our chances. I will say, I've had the 2% chance for a while. I haven't done AA, I think, at all this week. And I've had that 2% for a while. I've done a whole week of raiding. And I think I did do one group of AA with Canarian and Phaedra. I've never seen a spell crit. I've done a lot of nuking. I've not seen one single crit. And I know a 2% chance is a really low chance, but it's like, it's kind of funny that out of all that time and all that casting, I've never seen a crit, not one time. It's like, damn. Damn, man. But now we have a 4% chance. So, in a week, I've never seen a crit. Maybe I'll see it in 2 weeks now instead of 4 weeks or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I need to rebuff right back. This guy does not have mana. Does the slave have mana? Oh, that guy's dying as fuck. Oh, that's why he's pulling all these things. Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear this. Listen to this noise. What the fuck is that snake? That's a snake being hit right there. That's exactly what a snake... If you go outside and you kick a snake, that's what you're gonna hear. That noise. Nothing else. Let's go. We are fighting... I think our cleric, which I think that's what he is, Eldorath, from Savage. I believe he is tanking. Oh, hey, our XP's up over 200. Look at that. Now that I said I was going to leave, the XP went up over 200. That's funny. It's good for the group. I told them that I could leave if they get this other guy to come in here. But for the group, it's really good because three-way is much, much simpler than what we're doing. It's better XP too. I see a Zek guy over there. They're from Zek. I thought they said they all left. I don't know what's going on. The fun thing is that we can just plead ignorance. I don't know what's going on. I'm just following the group, man. They said to come over here. I'm coming over here. That's all there is to it. My pet is not buffed. Let me buff my pet. Hello. I've arrived. That guy's leaving. This is now our spot. This is now our camp. It's good for the group. This spot's better. I believe... I'm not going to swap pets, but I believe if you pick up a corpse... Is that what they're called? Let's see. Find one. I think it's called a corpse. Yeah, that guy. I don't think they summon. And these summon. I think that's how that works. So it's easier on Charmers because the mob will not eat my ass when he breaks because he'll... Currently, he summons and will eat me. Mine's low on health, and this healer hasn't been paying too close attention to the actual pet health percentages. Swift heal was, which was nice, but now he's gone, so this guy is not doing it. That's a bump. But for this group, this is a really good spot. I like that they got this spot. This is really good for them. This will be much, much better XP for the group as a whole. And I would say they probably have a much higher likelihood of keeping players in the group as well. This guy has to be killed. I'm gonna have to feign. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. So if I get any lower, I'm gonna have to feign. Because if I get low, they're all going to go to me. I haven't gotten slow on that guy yet. Of course, the name got pulled right when my pet broke. Mongo's growling at the neighbors again. I don't know if you can hear him or not. He's laying on the floor right below me. He lifted his head and he growled and he laid his head back down. He's quite the guard dog. Quite the guard dog. Guard pup. Make sure these are slowed. Got it. Make sure this is slowed. I don't know who Duke Afro is. Is he a replacement? I'm not sure. Wow, there are a lot of mobs in camp, huh? My goodness. Yeah, I don't think any of these things back here are slowed. Let me get on this. I don't think any of this stuff is freaking slowed. Oh, he's for me. Can I skill, please? Feign death. Okay, we got a replacement. I get to leave, yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm gonna want to mem gate because this is looking nasty and I don't want anything to do with it. When this pet dies, I'm looting and I'm bouncing, man. I'm gonna throw out a mind rack. Alright. Disband. See ya. I'm out. Goodbye. This is your problem now. All those mobs. I think they're all slow. I think they're fine. I believe they're fine. Oh, that's another nice thing about this server. I don't think I've ever talked about is the load times, man. When you zone in and out. Oh, geez. Gigi just jumped on my shoulder. He's hungry. Yeah, like, the load times are fast. Like, look at these freaking load times, man. This is crazy. I'm going to run to the bazaar, but I'm thinking I'm getting close to hopping off. But I want to check out the bazaar real quick. I finally have enough money to finally buy, like, Emissary of Duel, and I've been debating whether or not I want to actually buy it. If I see it go up for kind of cheaper, oh, GG, it's determined to be a pest. If I see it go up for any cheaper, I might actually buy it. But it's only been sitting here for 20,000. But sometimes they pop up for 15. And that's 15, 16, 17. That's kind of the range I want. I don't want to buy this one for 20. Yeah. Well, that was we got our AA. done. We still need another point. We need another 6 points to get that. But yeah, that was fun. We got to do that little bit of grouping. It wasn't much effort, so I got to just kind of sit there and yap. Super fun. But I'm gonna head out. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it.